Hey, it's Joe Pell from Bark, and this morning I was going to compare this Peak Refuel biscuit and gravy to the Mountain House biscuit and gravy. Now, it was very likely that this comparison was going to suck in any event, but without the Mountain House biscuit and gravy, it would certainly suck for sure. So, instead I'm going to have this Chef 5-minute meal that Tracy Phillips sent me, and what's better for breakfast than a little chicken Creole? Let's do a quick inventory here, see if I can get into this pouch without doing too much damage to the contents. So real quickly, we have our chicken Creole, some granola, some crackers, some suspicious looking jelly, some very suspicious looking mince, low salt-free seasoning, the banana chips, also blah, wheat tortilla, a really cool heating bag. Let's get her rolling. So one nice feature of this heating bag is it does come with the water you need to activate the heater. Pretty neat. I'm gonna get my meal in there already. Let's see if I can get the water in there on camera without getting it all over the table. Not too bad. These heater bags that come with these kits are amazing. They usually kick off pretty darn quick. Get the rest of these goodies out of their bags and onto the plate. Here's our tortilla. Ooh, folded, although it's already broken. Our crackers, which I believe are just 2 large crackers, and there they are. We got some banana chips. So what you see right here is 475 calories. I'm not going to take the granola out of the bag. I'm going to go ahead and put a little hot water in there and just mix her up as is. There's a look at the old granola before. I've had this before. It's actually pretty delicious. And here we are after some mixing, even less to see. I think age might be starting to catch up with the old instant cereal here. It's still pretty good, but it's nothing you're going to be asking a friend, hey, do you have some of that almond granola? Well, right off the bat, you get a pretty good whiff of what you would typically associate with the Louisiana-style cuisine. Looks like pretty much you got some rice. I think it said it had lentils in there. It smelled like okra, but there's no okra in there, so it must be just the green peppers and whatever seasonings they have. Let's give her a try. Here we go. All right, I'm going to try a little bit inside the tortilla here. Not that I would be like a normal thing to do, but you got it, so let's go. Ooh. I have to say, without question, this is easily the best low sodium entree I've ever had. I mean, you wouldn't even know it was low sodium unless you read it on the package. As far as the chicken part of the chicken Creole, I cannot detect any chicken in this dish. It doesn't really suffer for it, but it would be nice to have some. I assume it must be pieces so small you can't feel it, but yeah, absolutely fantastic. A really great tomato flavor up front. You get that kind of New Orleans style seasoning to it, and just enough heat at the end to make it interesting. I would not need to add salt to this at all. I'm considering putting a little bit of that pepper pack on the top just to give it a little more depth of flavor, but overall fantastic. I would definitely eat this again for free anytime. I might even buy one. Well, now that my plate looks like a mess, let's go ahead and give this suspicious jelly a try on these crackers. Here we go. I'm sure this will be just wonderful. These are pretty decent. The cracker is super dry, so your old pal recommends you have something to drink before you bite into one of these guys. And I know that's not in focus. I'm having trouble with this new camera. Well, just to see I did it, here we go. Well, I ended up eating all those banana chips, and either they weren't as bad as I remember, or I'm much more hungry than I thought I was. Kind of leaning towards the latter on that one. Anyhow, I got to get going today. It's supposed to rain at 3, which only gives me about 9 hours to get everything done and then packed back up before rain starts pouring. Well, there's no simple projects up here. I got this mess going. Let me get into that little bit of wonderful. So you can probably see that this line goes here, and then it goes down a little bit and across, and then the next section is up a little bit. Well, that's because my plywood rotted. It was actually way worse back here. These were all way out of sync. I kind of got them evened up now. You can see in that right corner it's still not done quite right, but yeah, like a dumbass, I built this shed. There's my shadow, nice job. I built this shed and I didn't put the edges of the shed over any support, and so the plywood rotted out, and then the shed drooped to where the plywood failed. So I went ahead and stuck, I'll see if I can get underneath here, but I got a 4x4 held up with some jacks supporting this back end. But when this back end got supported, then this plywood failed where it was soggy and tipped all the stuff that was sitting on the edge here right off onto the ground. So I'm cleaning up that mess, and I flip these over and discover I'm under another ant attack. They were all over the inside of this sunshade, just nasty. Anyhow, I gave them a little sample out of a can. They're okay now. Yeah, so none of that was on my agenda for today. Nice. Hummingbird. Well, that was a bit of a workout. I got the sides almost level, and I put a support running down the center, and it's really a different feeling walking in here and the floor isn't sagging and you got some support. Anyhow, now to fill in this big old gap right here, I'm going to call this basically done.